Thea Stilton and the Lost Letters. Chapter 10, A Lucky Meeting. While Colette and Pam were reading letters with Alexandra and Pavel, Violet, Paulina and Nikki had arrived at the Hermitage Museum. "What a marvelous palace!" Nikki commented, admiring the ornate facade. "This is the Winter Palace, which was once home to the Caesars," Violet said. "It's just one of the buildings where the museum's collection is displayed." "You really read up to this?" Why?" Paulina asked, smiling. Violet blushed. "Yes, well, I've dreamed of visiting this museum for years. Of course, I never imagined I'd be here to investigate a mystery." Inside, all of the mouselets were struck squeakless. The Hermitage was enormous. Their first stop was a long gallery with a richly painted ceiling. "Where do we start?" Nikki asked. "Why don't we head for the room where they kept the ring? It should be this way. Come on, let's all tell," Violet said confidently. Half an hour later, the Thea sisters were still trailing through corridors filled with paintings, statues, drawings, and precious objects. Violet turned a corner in hopes of finding the treasure gallery, but instead found herself snout to snout with an ancient sculpture. "I was sure the jewelry would be in this section," she murmured. She was beginning to lose hope. "You said the same thing 5 minutes ago," Paulina pointed out. "I know. I have read so much about this museum. I was sure I could find the right section. But now I'm lost like a rat in a maze." "Okay, mouselets, let's ask a guide for directions." "I'll go find someone," offered Nikki, turning toward the nearest corridor. By the time she realized that a rodent with his paws full of books was heading straight for her, it was too late. The pair smacked into each other, and books flew in every direction. "Ouch!" the rodent cried. Nikki blushed to the roots of her fur. "Sorry," she said, giving the rodent a paw. "You should not be running in the museum," the Mr. Rodent said, scrambling to his paws. Nikki realized that he was not much older than her. Behind his glasses was a pair of friendly, sparkling blue eyes. "You're right. I was looking for the treasure gallery and—" "Which treasure gallery?" the ratlet asked kindly. "The one where the stolen ring was kept," replied Paulina, joining them. "Can you help us?" The ratlet's snout clouded over for a moment. "Yes, I heard about the stolen ring, but you're heading in the wrong direction." I think that's my fault," said Violet, blushing. "How to find the right room?" "Sure, I'll take you there myself," the rodent replied. "Oh, thank you," Nikki said. "It's no trouble at all. I'm going there too. My name is Gabriel and I'm an art history student. I'm a research assistant for Professor Ratinsky, who's studying the Romanov dynasty." "We are Nikki, Violet and Paulina," Nikki said. "Nice to meet you, Gabriel. It's kind of you to help us." "Oh, it's no cheese of my kind. Can I ask why you are so interested in that ring?" The man shared a look. They were all thinking the same thing. They could trust this kind ratlet. "Thank you." Some information about the Hermitage Museum. Founded in 1764 by the Empress Catherine II of Russia, the museum is located in the heart of St. Petersburg. It is the most famous museum in the city and one of the most well known in all of Russia. The museum is made up of 5 connected buildings. The most important is the Winter Palace, the ancient residence of the Caesars. More than 3 million objects and works of art from all over the world are on display in the Hermitage. Paintings, jewelry, sculptures, and much more. Among the major artists exhibited there are Leonardo da Vinci, Caravaggio, Titan, Paul Cézanne, Claude Monet, Vincent van Gogh, and Pablo Picasso.